Hi everyone, my name is Straeuli. I'm a medical doctor. I work in primary healthcare in Knysna. My main interest is in palliative medicine, and I just finished my postgraduate diploma in palliative care, so that's very exciting, and I'm hoping to move into more palliative medicine in the future. I live in George with my amazing husband Chris, who's also a doctor. We're going to talk a bit about self-care and what I've been using for self-care in this time. Now, self-care is not just about going to get your nails done once a week and having coffee catch-ups with the girls, although it does contribute. But self-care is really about looking after and paying special attention to your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. So I'm going to share some things that I found work for me, and especially in this time of COVID-19, where we are feeling isolated, we are feeling stuck at home, and just what we can do to keep ourselves sane. So the first thing that I've realized is having a schedule where I allow time to do all the household chores, the things that need to be done, have time for that, but also have time to reflect and to meditate or to journal a bit about how you're feeling and how you're doing. I think there's probably a lot of big and scary emotions coming out now that we possibly didn't anticipate for. And having the opportunity to journal or write them down gives you a chance to work through those feelings and to really understand where they're coming from, what to do about them, which is a far better form of getting rid of those feelings or dealing with those feelings and letting it bottle up and exploding at the end of the day. Something else that I found is really important is exercise. I'm a ballerina, so I've been missing my ballet classes, but we'll soon be online, which is very exciting. And I know many Pilates instructors, yoga instructors are also going online. So if you belong to a formal exercise program, find out what the opportunities are for going online. If you don't and you are interested to do something, if your usual exercise is probably going for a run or going for a cycle, you can still join up on YouTube. There's lots of different exercises, lots of different people offering free classes for things. So make time for yourself 2 to 3 times a week at least, that you get a break and that you get to actually just pay attention to your physical body. It's a very important outlet for our emotions, and we don't always pay attention to it. The next thing is communicate. Communicate with those around you, especially those that you're stuck at home with, and communicate with the outside world to remember that you're not the only person here. Our family has often done a group WhatsApp call, which has been very exciting and lots of fun for all the cousins to chat to each other. And it's been something that's very useful to remember that you're not alone and that everyone's going through this together, even though we're all apart. Something else that's very important is to do something that brings you joy for the day. That's baking or sewing or cooking. Something that I found I spend a lot of time on that I'm not very proud of, but it's social media. There's some really funny memes, some funny videos, some interesting videos, some informative videos. What's been very important is to stay away from the negative information, to stay away from the false information. So I've been leaving groups that I feel aren't helpful to me, or groups that are making me more fearful or more anxious. So pay attention to what type of social media that you're using and what information you're getting from that. The last thing is that I want to say is that it's okay to be overwhelmed. And especially in this time, there's a lot of uncertainty. And I think often we feel that we need to be strong and that we need to put up a brave face. But sometimes it's also okay to just be overwhelmed by the situation. And in those moments, I found it really helps is the physical act of relaxing my shoulders, taking a deep breath, and then having a few mantras or even Bible verses. I've got my favorite Bible verse up in the kitchen. It just helps to bring everything down to what's really going on, what's really important, and what's really going to ground you through this time. And if everything doesn't stick together like what it should, go into the bathroom, take your secret stash of chocolate, and have a 5-minute cry. It works for all of us. Don't be fearful. We're all in this together. We're all doing that. So I hope that you have a good day and that this information was slightly useful, if at all, and enjoy the rest of the 21.